Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking a really fascinating concept about what it actually takes to build serious financial independence. Because what if I told you that the absolute biggest secret to becoming a millionaire is, well, it's surprisingly boring? Seriously, it's so mundane that it is completely missing from your social media feeds. So, as we go through this today, you're not going to see any Lamborghinis, no luxury watches, no private jets, none of that. Instead, we're going to look at the one specific, super quiet habit that is proven to build real, lasting wealth over time. Okay, let's dive into this. Real wealth is usually invisible. When we're endlessly scrolling through Instagram or TikTok, we are just bombarded with this highly curated, incredibly flashy lifestyle. But here's a huge reality check for us. The people who look the absolute richest online, they're very often just trying to appear wealthy to the rest of the world. They're literally spending their wealth just to show you they have it, which, if you think about it, means they actually have less of it now. The real millionaires next door, the ones who have quietly built massive portfolios, they usually don't feel the need to prove it to anyone. They're just ordinary people, sitting at home checking their investments, totally under the radar. And this sets up a really fascinating psychological paradox, right? The gap between looking rich and actually being wealthy. Because on one side, you've got this exhausting, endless cycle of luxury shopping and keeping up appearances. That constant need to prove your status. But on the other side, you have true wealth. And true wealth is silent. True wealth is that profound peace of mind that comes from having absolutely nothing to prove. When you are truly wealthy, your financial security just speaks for itself. You definitely don't need a designer label to validate your bank account. So let's see how this actually plays out in the real world. I want you to picture Alex and Jordan. Now, they both work at the exact same company, they have the exact same job title, and they earn the exact same salary. But they have two fundamentally different operating systems when it comes to money. Every single time Alex gets a raise or a bonus, he immediately goes out and buys a brand new car or, upgrades his lifestyle in some flashy way. Jordan, on the other hand, gets that exact same raise, but he just keeps driving the exact same reliable car he's had for years. So let me ask you directly, who do you think becomes a millionaire first? Take a second and really think about it. Because in our society, we're totally conditioned to think the answer to building wealth is simply whoever earns more money. We just naturally assume a high income automatically equals high wealth. But as our little story of Alex and Jordan shows, their income is identical. So the answer to who wins the race to $1 million actually has absolutely nothing to do with the size of their paycheck. And that brings us to the fundamental anchor of this whole explainer. It's this. Income creates opportunity, but habits create wealth. I really want you to let that sink in for a second. Earning more money is fantastic, obviously, but all it does is give you the opportunity, the raw material to build wealth. If your underlying money habits are broken, a higher income is just going to lead to higher spending. It's the habit, the quiet, consistent, repeated actions you take with that income that actually transforms those dollars into lasting wealth. Let's map out exactly how this money flows, because right here is where Alex and Jordan's financial destinies completely split. Every time Jordan gets a raise, he does something super specific. He invests that new money first and delays upgrading his lifestyle until much later. But Alex does the exact opposite. Alex upgrades his lifestyle the very second that money hits his checking account, probably promising himself that he'll just save whatever's left over at the end of the month. But here is the tragic flaw in Alex's strategy. As human beings, if we wait to save what's left over, spoiler alert, there is usually absolutely nothing left. So, I want to challenge you to be completely, brutally honest with yourself for a second. When your income goes up, say you get a promotion, a nice end-of-year bonus, or land a huge new client, what is the very first thing that pops into your head? Are you instantly visualizing spending icons? Are you picturing a brand new phone, browsing Zillow for a slightly nicer apartment, or are you genuinely thinking about your financial future and how this extra money can buy you long-term security? Your instinctual answer to that question pretty much dictates which path you're walking on right now. And this brilliantly illustrates the ultimate millionaire mantra: invest first, upgrade later. It's just 4 words, but it is the exact framework that quiet millionaires use to build massive portfolios. Notice what they don't do here. They do not automatically increase their cost of living every single time their income goes up. Instead of inflating their lifestyle, they inflate their investment contributions. And they do this year after year. It's a quiet, steady, incredibly consistent process that just completely ignores the noise and the flash of modern consumer culture. Now let's talk about why you literally never see this happening. The unseen habit here is automatic investments. Well, think about it. Absolutely nobody logs onto social media and proudly posts a screenshot of their automatic bank transfer routing $200 into an index fund. It's boring. And let's be honest, it is not going to get you any likes, and it's definitely not going to make you go viral. But that quiet, unsexy, automated action, that is exactly what works. By making the investment automatic, you just remove all the emotion, you remove the temptation to spend it, and you basically guarantee that your wealth is growing in the background while you just go about your everyday life. Now, if you're sitting there wondering how to actually apply this without having to live like a monk on a mountain, there's a highly actionable, super simple guideline you can use. It's called the 50-50 rule. The next time you get a raise or a bonus, you don't have to lock all of it away. Just take half, 50% of that brand new income, and set it up to invest automatically. Then, take the other 50% and use it to enjoy your life. Reward yourself for your hard work. This perfectly balances the present and the future. You still get to experience the joy of an upgraded lifestyle, but you do it without ever sacrificing your financial security. So the crucial point is that it all comes down to thousands. Let me explain. Millionaires don't win the financial game because they got lucky. Actually, scratch that. They don't win because they picked one magic stock that skyrocketed overnight. They win because they repeat these small, boring, automatic decisions thousands of times over decades. True wealth is almost never built overnight in one fell swoop. Like flipping the pages of a calendar, it's built incrementally, it's built automatically. It is quite literally the power of thousands of good decisions compounding on top of each other. Ultimately, looking rich and actually becoming rich are two completely different games, and they're being played for completely different prizes. When you spend your money to look rich, buying the luxury cars, the watches, the super flashy clothes, you are simply buying attention. And attention, it's incredibly fleeting. But when you adopt the habits of the quietly wealthy, when you invest automatically and let your portfolio steadily grow over time, you aren't buying attention anymore. You're buying freedom, and freedom is the ultimate currency. Which leaves us with today's final, incredibly important question. I really want you to think about this one. If your salary magically doubled tomorrow, what would you actually do? Would you instantly upgrade your lifestyle to match your brand new paycheck? Or would you quietly upgrade your investments and secure your freedom? I want you to think critically about your own habits, and I'd absolutely love for you to comment your honest answer down below. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer on the psychology-backed money lessons that actually help you build real wealth, and I'll see you next time.